on the Happi House, and we have one of my very favorite people and super smart scientist, Liz Heinecke, author of 2 amazing books that makes science really accessible for kids and parents, because I think actually kids are a lot of times more open to experiments than parents are.
Oh yeah, parents are afraid of science because it sounds hard and it sounds like you have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Not true. Not
true. We're gonna do something really fun today. It looks like it's gonna be a colorful experiment.
It is. It's sort of a faux tie-dye. So It's not true tie-dye, but it's equally fun and a little less messy, honestly.
I love tie-dyeing, but before we get started, Liz, can you start us off with your song?
I can. Are you guys ready to sing?
Yeah.
Okay, repeat after me. Physics, biology, chemistry, yeah. Physics, biology, chemistry, yeah. That was awesome. High five. Woo woo, nice.
It's not many scientists that can play the ukulele and the banjo.
Yeah.
And sing. You're kind of, it's a lot, Liz.
I know, I'm a little crazy. It's true.
All right, so what are we doing here today?
So today we are doing magic marker tie-dye. And to do this experiment, you need permanent markers. Because the science behind this is that permanent markers will not dissolve in water, right? That's why you hide them from kids.
Correct.
Okay, but for this experiment, you need them. We are going to take some cotton t-shirts. You could also do shoelaces or cotton socks, like soccer socks. We're gonna draw different colored permanent marker dots on them, okay? Then we are going to use something called a solvent. Can you guys say solvent?
Solvent.
A solvent is a chemical that can dissolve other things. So, safety warning, always supervise kids when you're doing this experiment. It's best to do it in a well-ventilated area, but you can read the warnings on the bottles.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do first, you guys pick some markers. We are gonna make spots of color on these t-shirts. So go ahead, you guys, grab some markers. Let's make some colorful spots. All right, so what do you think so far, Happi? Is this hard?
No, this is not hard.
Is this scary?
And I love permanent markers.
I do too. What do you guys think will happen if we put a color around a color?
Maybe they'll mix together.
That's an excellent guess. We're gonna test that hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
All right, so once you've put several dots of color on here, we are actually gonna use rubber bands and mason jars to suspend the fabric over the jar mouth. So can you help me put this rubber band on? I'll hold the jar. When you're doing science with kids, always let them do stuff. Don't do everything yourself.
Okay, so here's this. Do you want to try to put this rubber band over the top?
And I have some droppers to do this experiment with, but you could also use a spoon or something to drip the alcohol if you don't have droppers. Okay, so guys, we're gonna pick up a dropper, and kids sometimes need a little help learning how to use droppers. Tell them to squeeze it, put it down under the liquid, right? And then let go. Squeeze it, put it in, you got some. And then we are just gonna drip it right on top of these dots of color. What's happening? What do you see happening?
Do you see that?
The color is spreading out.
Exactly. And do you think all colors spread out the same way?
No.
The little pieces called molecules that make up ink are different sizes. So smaller molecules will get carried out faster on the edge of the ink, and bigger molecules will stay behind closer to the center. What if you put like blue and red and green and orange all on one dot? What do you think would happen?
Maybe they'd overlap each other.
Yeah, and do you think maybe colors would spread out and separate into different colors?
Yeah.
Depending on how fast the molecules travel? And what if you put orange marker on your t-shirt and put drops on it? Do you think it would separate out into what makes orange? Yellow and?
Red.
Yeah. So these are some good experiments. Let your kids try. They can learn about color. They can learn a little bit about chemistry. When you're done with this, let your shirt or your cotton item dry completely. Can you see how pretty that looks?
Yeah.
Let it dry completely. It has to be 100% dry because alcohol is flammable, right? Yeah. Once it's completely dry, you can put it out in the sun or put it in the dryer actually to set the color. And then you can wash it and the color will stay more or less
the same.
So you can I actually made one of these and wore it under a blazer. It was super cute.
I love this project because I love to tie-dye, and actually I'm one of those people who's not afraid of mess. However, what's super cool about this is it takes longer than tie-dyeing. So it could be a project for like a whole, not a whole day, but you know what I mean, like an extended project for a birthday party. And you're right, there isn't the mess.
Yeah, and it does take a long time to cover a whole t-shirt or bandana or baseball cap.
We made the green. Do you see that?
Pretty, look at that. So science meets art. It's my favorite kind of
I love
project.
it. Yes, this was lots and lots of fun. Thanks for being with us today. Liz.
Thanks, Happy. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.